EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give running left is Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Complete to Dorsett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Darius Slayton there to make the grab.
And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
This out quickly to Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second and 8 coming up.
Let's go. Check 31, check 31.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Allen now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Again, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Watson now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Faking the give, now Watson. And he'll find Hall. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Houston.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Watson off play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
49 for Mike. 49 for Mike. 65. 65. 49.
Now it's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
TJ Green with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Allen dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. A final shot before half for Allen. Steps away to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, 31! What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Alert! Alert!
Back to throw, Watson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Houston. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Seth Williams, 27 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Texans! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Allen off the play fake. Check down to Breida. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
Touchdown, Bills! Matt Breida, 28 yards. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. McCrary, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. That will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, here's Breida. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel it shaking all the way up to the boot.
And it's a touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, McCrary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Fielded at about the 28. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 1st down, Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Allen. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Well, the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Allen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And they will take a knee here. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And just like that, it's third down. Now Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A big play that time on a catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt.